Hello and welcome to The Open Book. This is your host Lakeisha. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, cash app, or buy a coffee. And those links are in the description field of this video. Now, you all, not long ago, there was this story that really broke my heart. I almost thought when Amarie, which is the little girl pictured here, her mother shared her post on Facebook. I almost thought it was like a fake story, okay, that someone was making something up because of the details that she shared. And I want to, for those of you who are not familiar with this case, I do want to share with you her post, okay? Now, let me also insert here trigger warning, okay? Her name is Antavia Kennebrew, and on October the 6th, she shared this post on Facebook. It states, on September 13th, 2025, my daughter resided at a trusted family member's residence around the area of 145th in St. Clair while I underwent a medical procedure. While she was away, I got a phone call from my family member stating that my daughter walked out of her house and she couldn't find her anywhere and that the authorities were contacted. I immediately was filled in panic. I rushed out of my house and arrived to the scene. Soon as I got there, I ran to the EMS truck where I found my daughter, unresponsive, bloody, with her hair pulled from her scalp. Her body was covered in bruises, her fingernails filled in dirt, her eyes filled with blood, her neck showing signs of strangulation, her mouth and lips bloody. Her private area was filled with debris and dirt and a big lump on her head. I couldn't believe what I saw in front of me. My daughter did not look like herself. She was traumatized. She was shaking. A group of bigger kids around ages 8, 9, and 10 walked up to my daughter, presenting themselves as friendly, took her by her hand and walked her to a field that was far away from the residence. In that field, they beat my daughter until she was unconscious. They ripped out her hair. They held my daughter down as they R-word her, and y'all know what that is. They also shoved sticks down her throat and down her private area. They stripped her naked and strangled her with her own shirt. One of the children then proceeded to take out his, and left her covered in urine. They beat her and also, R-worded her until she was unconscious and unresponsive. One out of the 3 kids also ingratiated their teeth on her baby's bottom area to hold her still as they actually assaulted her. The kids then left her where she was, not telling no adults, thinking they succeeded in unaliving her, and they continued playing her family member. As she was still looking for her daughter, she saw 2 out of the 3 children that lived on their street that she had not knew at the time had harmed her daughter. And she walked up to them and asked them if they saw a little girl. They stared at her with no remorse and told her no, and continued playing, knowing what they had just done to her daughter. As her family member went back to her house waiting on the authorities, the same kids who she had questioned came to her with their mother, saying that they knew where her daughter was. The same 2 kids that stated that they did not know where her daughter was, now with their mother, took her family member, my family member, to where my daughter was found in the field, naked, brutally beaten. penetrated and unresponsive. Her clothes, her hair, and later found her shoes were scattered all around the field. Her cousin panicked. She placed her daughter in the vehicle, rushed her back to the house, and continued waiting for the authorities to get there. Her daughter was completely traumatized. She was completely traumatized. The kids broke her daughter's spirit. They took away her boundaries. They penetrated her and constantly beat her. She said she never wanted to get the media involved because she didn't want her daughter trauma plastered everywhere when she is constantly seeing what happened to her and what she's been through. And she also trusted that she was going to get the justice that she needed. She said that she was bringing this to the media because the authorities were failing her daughter, that they were trying to tell her that two of the kids can't and won't be charged because they are 8 and 9 years old, even though they attempted to unalive her baby and they R worded and beat her. They are saying legally these two boys cannot be charged. So the mom reached out because she needed help. She wanted justice for her daughter. She reached out to legal aid and the Cleveland Metropolitan Bar Association for legal help. She also reached out to the Great Crisis, y'all know, to get a victim advocate and was told they can help her on the criminal justice side. So she has been advocating for her daughter Amarie, and she was not getting any help. She also contacted the mayor of Cleveland, Ohio's office to try and get help. She had not received any yet during this time. She wanted us to understand if the two kids' mothers did not make those boys go back to her family member and let her know where her daughter was, her baby wouldn't have been found. She wouldn't have been alive. They literally tried to unalive her daughter. Those are not normal kids themselves, and their parents need to be held accountable. She said that her daughter is not the same. She is having behavioral problems. She is mentally not okay. She said, me not getting justice for my daughter makes me feel like I failed her. She said that her daughter is allegedly having suicidal things or thoughts. She's breaking down. She hates talking about what happened to her. And even her mom is saying that she's breaking down, okay? And she has to get her daughter a therapist so that she can seek, help and get a therapist even for herself. She said that she could not sleep. She could barely eat. She kept repeatedly seeing images of her baby in that field. She said that she's only 5 and those horrific things happened to her. So she was asking for help. She said that this was not gossip, it's not funny, but this is to be taken seriously because it was their lives. And so at that time, y'all, when she made this post, she was seeking help. This was the beginning stages of this, okay? Because we also have to consider those children were 8 and 9, okay? So it was probably a little harder to try to get some type of justice for her daughter Amarie. Well, today, y'all, we have an update and some good news. 2 children, ages 9 and 10, face serious charges, including attempted murder and rape. Okay, y'all know. Following a brutal assault on 5-year-old Amarie in Cleveland. Okay. Now, the suspects, a 9-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl, have been charged with attempted murder, rape, felonious assault, kidnapping, and strangulation in connection with the incident, which occurred on September the 13th. Y'all, I never knew that the 10-year-old was a girl. I never knew that. Authorities say the young victim was severely beaten by a group of children after wandering outside a family member's home. And Amarie, she's 5 and she's suffered significant physical, emotional, and mental trauma and is now undergoing therapy. Her mom stated that she just wants her to be somewhat of a normal 5 year old again. So far, those two children have been charged. Um, y'all, this case is such a sad case for a 4 year old little Amarie, 5 years old. I mean, that is a parent's worst nightmare. And then also on the other side of that, even the 9 and 10 year olds. Okay, those are someone's children too. Although the things that they did were horrific, and we want justice for Amarie. So my prayers go out for these families, because oh y'all, this is horrible. This is really horrible. I noticed that the Kennebrews had a GoFundMe, because she's a single mom. And so at the beginning of this, she was seeking justice for her daughter. And it costs money, to get lawyers and things like that. So she did, they started a GoFundMe for her. Well, y'all, I am happy to report that on that GoFundMe, their goal was $120,000. As of right now, it has raised over $110,000. Okay, so I am so happy to hear about this good news. So yes, continue to pray for this family. Um, we will continue to follow this. I will provide you all with more updates as they come. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Also, hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.